So we already talked about conservation of energy,
Yeah.
and today we will see that potential energy and kinetic energy, although there were different forms of energy, but we mainly need to care about these energies which were related to the motion and position of an object. This
Mm.
is total energy, right? TE means total energy. We call
Yeah.
the sum of potential and kinetic energy as mechanical energy.
Okay.
So whenever it comes to define what is mechanical energy, you can just say it is the sum of kinetic and potential energy.
Okay.
Okay. And you can also say that the momentum energy is conserved. Either you can say
Okay.
total energy is conserved or mechanical energy is conserved, because mechanical energy, when you are saying, that means it is already including the kinetic energy and potential energy. So let us do a
Okay.
very simple example based on the conservation of energy. So let us suppose this is a kind of roller coaster, and
Mm.
here the object has, let's say this is at height and 100 meters, and the
Okay.
object here has 20 joules of energy, right? I have
Mm.
not mentioned whether it is kinetic or potential, only 20
Okay.
joules of energy. And this is point A. You have to find the kinetic energy of object at point A. Let us take this as A, and you have to find the kinetic energy at point B, which is 100 meters below the point A. Here, let us consider for simplicity that A is at some height and B, this is the ground, or you can say the surface of Earth.
Yeah.
So by this we should be clear that at B, potential energy is 0,
Mm.
right? So if
Yeah.
potential energy is 0, we can say kinetic energy at point B is 20 joules. Why? Because the total energy has to be 20 joules, it is given. So kinetic energy at point B is 20 joules, we found. So at A now we can find, because
Yeah.
at A potential energy will be, let us say the mass is 1 kg, so potential energy will be mgh,
Yeah.
right? Or let's take 0.1 kg as the mass. Now we can find potential energy at A, that will
Mm.
be m times g times h. Let us take g as 10, so you will get here 100 joules,
Yeah.
right? So it somehow it doesn't satisfy, so let us change the numerical value. So let me say that here the energy was 200 joules, that was total energy, and now you have to find kinetic energy at A and B. 200 joule is total energy at A. So at A we already found the potential energy as 100 and total energy was 200. So kinetic energy plus potential energy is 200, that is what is mentioned. So kinetic energy definitely at A will be 100 joules, and at B the energy will be kinetic energy only, and
Oh
total
yeah.
energy, since it is 200, so kinetic
Yeah.
energy will be
200. 200. Yeah.
200 joules.
Yeah.
Okay,
For a
another
moment I
one we
thought
will
the
do.
total was 300.
Let us do this question.
Okay.
Find the energy possessed by an object of mass 10 kg when it is at height of 6 meters above the ground, and g value you have been given as 9.8. We have just the mass as 10 kg, object is at height 6 meter, and there is no information whether the object is moving and all. So it is
Yeah.
the potential energy which we have to find, that is mgh. So yes, if we multiply 10 times 6 times 9.8, this will come out to be
1926. Yeah.
588
588.
joules. So let us do this question now. An object of mass 12 kg is at a certain height above the ground. If the potential energy of the object is 480 joules, find the height at which the object is with respect to the ground. Given g will be 10 now.
Okay.
So mass is 12 kg, okay, and it is at certain height. Let us say here it is. If the potential energy of object at this point is 480 joules, and g is taken as 10, it is mentioned in the question. So height, initially the object which is present, it would be mgh, equals to potential energy. We can find height using this. So it will be potential energy by mg. So that will be 480 by 12 times 10. So that will be, yes. So height will be 4 meters. So overall we can say, according to conservation of energy, that if kinetic energy plus potential energy is constant, we can also say k1 plus u1, if k represents kinetic energy and u represents potential energy. So let us say ki plus ui is equal to kf plus uf, right?
Okay.
Considering the
Yeah.
initial energies and this as the final energy. So let us even rearrange. We get final potential energy minus initial potential energy as initial kinetic minus final kinetic, right? I have just rearranged.
Yeah. Okay.
Let us multiply both side by negative sign. We get kf minus ki is equal to minus of uf minus ui.
Yeah.
So final kinetic minus initial kinetic, that will be change in kinetic energy, is equal to negative of change in potential energy. Always we figure out the change by subtracting initial from the final. So
Okay.
this equation also we can remember, or you can even rearrange that kinetic energy change plus potential energy change would be 0, right?
Okay.
So there could be
Yeah.
multiple forms of the expression. Even if I give you this statement or this statement or even this statement or even this statement and ask that these statements indicate which of the following, so you must be able to select that they indicate law of conservation of energy.
Energy. Yeah.
So the last part, now we will talk about the power. So I'll write the expression here for power first. It is work by time, and I can also write it as energy by time.
So
So if
power
we
is
talk
basically
about
rate
power
of
and
work
if
or
we
rate
want
of
to
energy.
define power, we can say it is work done per unit time. Either you can say work done per unit time, or we can say the rate of doing work.
Yeah.
So definitely rate of doing work means we are taking time into consideration. Also we can define power as the energy consumed, because definitely to do work energy will be consumed. So we will say energy consumed per unit time, or we can say the rate of consumption of energy, rate of consumption
Okay.
of energy. So we know that work done is equal to energy consumed. So I have just replaced the phrase work done here and wrote here energy consumed. So the units in which work and energy were measured was joules, and the SI unit of power, that SI unit is watt, represented by W. So
Okay.
yes, it is also good to say that 1 watt is 1 joule per second. So if we have to define 1 watt, we can say it is the power when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I can also say it as 1 watt is the power when 1 joule of energy is consumed. Energy is consumed in 1 second. So both the definitions will be okay. So multiple places we may also see the other different units of power, like 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt, and here we have one more unit of power, that is joule per second. We already talked about. Talking about
Yeah.
energy, we know the unit is joule. This is the SI unit. But if we talk about other common unit, so kilowatt hour is also sometimes used as a unit of energy. So what is 1
Okay.
kilowatt hour? 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1000 watt into 3600 seconds. So now you can see watt into second, that is generally energy, right? Because power is
Yeah.
energy by time. If we do P into T, that will be energy. So W into S will be representing joules. So we will get
Okay.
3.6 into 10 to power 6 joules. So this
Okay.
also we will remember. And one other unit of power we have other than the SI unit, that is horsepower. 1 horsepower is 746 watt. So this is very less used in all the numericals, but since ancient times we have been using horsepower as the unit of power. So for engines generally we measure its power in terms of horsepower. So let us do a simple question based on the power.
Okay.
So two girls, each of weight 400 newtons, climb up a rope through a height of 8 meters. So we name one of the girls A and the other B. Girl A takes 20 seconds while B takes 50 seconds to accomplish this task. What is the power expended by each girl?
Okay.
That we have to find out. So each girl is having weight 400 newtons.
Yeah.
400 newton, and here also 400 newtons. And they climb up a rope through a height of 8 meters. So if we look at the expression of potential energy, that is mgh. So we can also say this potential energy can be computed by multiplying weight, which is mg,
Yeah.
into the height. So they are climbing 8 meters each. So potential energy at height 8 meter of both the girls will be 400 into 8. So here also potential energy will be 400 into 8. But yes, if we want to find out power, we have to take into consideration the time taken by each girl. So A takes 20 seconds, B takes 50 seconds. Now if we find the power, that will be energy by time. So this will be, yes, 160 watt. And here the power will be 400 times 8 by 50, and that will be 64 watts, right? So let us do another question based on power.
Okay.
50 kg runs up a staircase of 45 steps in 9 seconds, and height of each step is 15 meters. So like this 45 steps were there. So each step was of height 0.15 meter. So we have to convert everything into SI unit, then only we can say power in terms of watt. So height of one step is 15. So the boy runs 45 steps. So total height that the boy goes up is 45 times 0.15 meters, and G is 10, and mass is 50 kg, and the boy runs in 9 seconds. So here we can find power using the energy gained by the boy, mgh divided by t. So that will be 50 times 10 times 45 times 0.15 over 9. So this gives us power as 25 times 15. So that will be 250 plus 125, that is 375 watts, right? So yes, it will be 375 watts of power. So one of the last question based on the commercial unit of energy, that is kilowatt hour. So here an electric bulb of 60 watt is used for 6 hours per day. Calculate the units of energy consumed in one day by the bulb. So power is given here 60 watt, time is 6 hours per day that the bulb is used. So we have to find units of energy in one day. So energy is power into time, right? Because power was energy by time. So 1 unit we know it is 1 kilowatt hour. So this power is in watt. Let's convert it in kilowatt. We will divide it by 1000. and that will be 0.06 kilowatt. So energy will be 0.06 times 6 kilowatt hour, and that will be 0.36 units. So 0.36 units of energy is used or consumed by the bulb in one day, right? So by this we finish up the complete unit of work, power and energy. And if you all guys have not gone through the previous lecture, I'll post those lectures in the description box. You are required to go through that, and in case of any doubts, post your doubts in the comment section, or you can also post on the website tutoruslive.com. I'll post that link as well. All right, see you all in the next lecture.